So what's Matt doing in transition here? Okay? I mean, Jason G's guarding right here. Matt, if this is your man, where are you going? Look at this. Why is Matt all the way down here when his man is right here? I mean, he should be out past the nail. Okay? Because when this dribble handoff happens, look, I mean, he just in no man's land. You should be right here, okay? I mean, ready to guard. This is just all simply about what on earth is Matt doing here. I mean, again, Jason G's right here. Matt, this is your man up, okay? You're just in no man's land. And look, I mean, it's just dribble handoff straight into a three because Matt was guarding air. Okay, so right here, sloppy, right? All right, Matt, first of all, why doesn't Matt just set this screen this way? It doesn't look like they're really icing it. Let Cody come off of it this way. Okay, but Matt flips the angle of the screen. That's fine, but Cody, fine, come off it this way then. What, Cody's not coming off of a ball screen. I mean, Matt didn't need to flip the angle of the screen. He could have just set it this way and Cody came off that way. But if Matt is going to flip the angle of the screen, then come off it this way. Okay? I don't know what... So you do nothing there. And then here, this is... All right, what happens here? Ball screen, if they go under this ball screen and Jalen is not taking a three, right, you're immediately twisting, okay? Right here, Jason G's immediately twisting right into a second screen. See, look at this. You're not swinging the ball here. Don't swing the ball. Have Jason G twist and set a second screen, okay? Because they're not going to be able to go under that second screen, and now we get them to switch, and we get a big guard mismatch, or we get them to hedge, and we get that numbers advantage, whatever. But let's see if that second side, I mean, you just let them go under here and nothing. Twist and see if on this second side we can get something out of it, right? Okay, whenever they go under, we're twisting. Okay, now on this third side, this is probably a little bit too, I mean, it's lats and mats, so this is probably a little bit too easy for Uno to switch. See how Uno is able to switch this? Now, Matt ends up getting his man sealed here on the switch. Okay, so, I mean, if that's the case, Jason G's got to just calm down. You can't throw a fastball down there, okay? But so we get a pretty good mismatch down low. We got Matt pinned on someone. He's got his man sealed. Jason G just can't throw the ball 150 miles an hour and turn it over like that. But again, those first two sides, you could have had something there, but poor execution. Beautiful, beautiful, great spacing, right? Nice execution here. It's empty out the strong side of the floor. Look how open Jason G's roll is. The one thing I'd quibble about is now, again, this is going to be a Jason G dunk, but Jalen, let's cut here because look at your man right here. See how his man comes in backside help? Let's give Jason G the option right now. See if instead of Jalen standing here, right, we want to give the option here. So if Jason G, if this man is earlier here in backside help, well, now we can just drop it to you, Jalen. We don't want you standing. But, okay, it didn't come up there, but great spacing, and it leads to an easy Jason G jam. So right here, Jalen's going to give the ball up to Cody. Now, Jalen, again, you got to see what your man's doing. Look at his man's going to trap. So, Jalen, where are you going? Come to the ball. Cody's getting trapped. Make this pass as easy as possible. And, again, come to the ball because once we pass out of this and you get it, boom, you're off to the races and we have numbers. And someone should be wide open. Right? But look at Jalen. He's going away from the ball. So all you're doing is just making this pass more difficult for Cody to make. Again, if Jalen just comes to the ball, once we pass through, boom, you're gone, and someone's going to be wide open. Right? But Jalen goes away from the ball, so this pass is more difficult to make. Now, again, Uno gets called for a loose ball foul, but now we got to take the ball out of bounds as opposed to just, getting a numbers advantage out of that. So you get a bucket out of this, and it's good execution. I just want to point something out again that Jalen's picking his dribble up too early. You see how he's already picked up his dribble? This pass to Reed is so much easier if, again, your dribble's alive and you're just taking this big where he takes you. Right? If you come this way, okay, all that means is Reed's roll is going to be more open, and this backside defender is either going to have to step up all the way, and now Elwood's lift is going to be wide open, or this backside defender goes with Al and Reed's roll is going to be open. Okay? See, the issue when you... But again, the execution's pretty good here. Again, you do force this backside defender to have to step up, and Uno tries to X out of it, but they don't... the X out takes too long because Elwood's able to go on a rip-and-go drive. Okay, and you get a layup. I just wanted to point out how much easier that pass for Jalen would have been to make if he had just attacked off that Biggs hip with a couple more dribbles. Two people doing one thing in the 2-3 zone. All right, look at this. Look at, we got Jalen and Jared both guarding the ball. That's unnecessary. Right here, Jared can easily slide over here, and Jalen can take the ball here. That's his area of the zone. Okay? Because look at now when the ball gets swung here, what does that do? That forces Matt to have to come out. Now, Matt Stan also is staying out too long. Like, he's biting on this pump fake here. Like, right here, if you're Matt, as soon as Jared gets over here, you got to slide down into this corner area. There's no one to guard the corner. Okay, and you can see, Reed's in the paint. It really happened here is there was no reason for Jared to guard the ball. Jalen's guarding the ball here in the zone. That's his area of the zone. Jared, get over here so when this ball gets swung here, you're just easily able to guard here, and Matt can stay in the corner. But you can see we got two people guarding the ball, then we have two people guarding the wing, and Matt not getting to the corner, so it leads to a wide-open catch-and-shoot three. Okay, so on the first side, we got the mismatch here. I mean, Elwood's going to snake dribble here when Uno ices. And look at this. So when you snake it middle, your advantage is this way, right? And we got the advantage. Look at Reed. I mean, he's pinned on this guard. So if you're Elwood, that's your first read, is when you snake it, you got to be looking this way, okay? You got to be looking towards this part of the floor because that's where your advantage is. Because look, either this guard here, okay, is going to be going with you, so Reed's rolls open, or this guard is going to switch on to Reed, which is what it happens. So you're not even looking, I mean, look at this. We have a great mismatch right here. Reed on this guard. I mean, there's got to be 9 to 10 inches height advantage down there. Get this ball down low, but Elwood's not even looking down there, and then you swing it to the second side. Now, the second side, okay, Jalen and Matt, okay, you get a switch, pretty good switch, but right here, Reed, you got to relax. Okay, if he's three-quartersing him like this, get this ball back to Jalen, and that's the angle to throw the ball down low. Okay, because now, again, if he's three-quartersing him, that's the angle. This is a difficult angle, and you certainly can't make a bounce pass if he's three-quartersing him. If Reed's going to do this, you got to throw this ball over the top. Okay, but really what you want to do is get this ball back to Jalen and get the ball down low to Matt. But really, of course, the best advantage here was right here on this first side where, we had off this Elwood snake forced a switch. I mean, you got to be ready to look down there. I mean, that's your first read when you snake it, is to see what's happening on Reed's roll. And you totally miss that. And you can see Uno's able to switch out of this. Like they're able to scram out of it, and now, you got to reset, and then you don't take advantage on that second side. So we want to just get back to the three-point line in transition. Look at Jalen right here. So turnover right here. Now, Jalen, just sprint back beneath the three-point line. It doesn't matter who you're guarding. Just get back to the three-point line. If you get cross-matched, it's fine. We can figure it out. Okay, but any motion that is not just sprinting to get back to the three-point line, any motion that's going towards the ball is gambling. It's gambling. It might be 15% gambling, 20% gambling, but it's gambling. And look what Jalen's doing. Look at Jalen. See how he's going this way? I don't know what reason. Whenever any part of your motion back is not to just get back beneath the three-point line, look how he's going inward. So now you've just allowed this player for Uno to get behind you, and you can see now we end up giving up a layup because of that. So Uno's in zone. This is a good zone possession. Look at this. The ball's moving, right? Every time the ball moves, the zone has to shift, okay? And see, look at the ball moves, zone has to shift. That's good. You just poke openings every time you move the ball against a zone, okay? And look at this. Now Jalen's got it. Is Jalen dribbling? No, he's moving it to the corner, okay? And look at, again, all the options we have here, okay? We've got Damian maybe coming this way. Jared's going to end up taking and making a three, which is fine. But what else can Jared do? This is pretty easy rip-and-go drive here. We've got Elwood wide open with a skip pass here. So, again, every time that ball moves, you poke openings in the zone. And, again, one side to the other to Jared for a corner three. Textbook right here, cross screen. Elwood, what are you doing? I mean, this is so obvious this is happening. I don't know what he's doing here, right? Come through, stay attached, jam the player coming through so Jared can get on the other side. Look at what is Elwood doing. It looks like he's trying to show. You don't show on a cross screen. And now look, look where you're letting this player for Uno catch the ball way too low, and it just leads to an easy layup. Beautiful spacing, great execution right here, right? Look at Jared. Jared could do a better job dragging this player, but it's okay. It gets the job done. Now, again, the one thing I quibble about here is if you're Elwood, you got to be paying attention to this. right? Now, again, read the backside defender's late. But again, like right now, Elwood, you got to be cutting. Just so we have the option. Because if this backside defender's a second earlier, okay, we could have trouble. And we want to have the option here for Reed to just drop this to you for a layup. Remember, there's no reason not to cut, right? Because either you're cut, you're either going to be wide open, and that most of the time is going to happen. But the only reason you wouldn't be open is because you occupy this defender, and now Jalen's wide open, right? But again, the spacing's great. Reed's rolls wide open, and you end up getting a layup out of it. Okay, Reed's in total no man's land here. Elwood's going to do a great job. Look at Elwood's doing a great job in the gaps right here, right? Dribbles picked up. Reed, what are you doing? There's no need to help. Elwood's doing a great job of getting into the gaps on the wing. Okay, Damien's, I mean, you're just helping for no reason. Get to, you want to get way closer to the man right about there, right? I mean, there's no need for you to be in the paint when your man's in the corner here. And you just help for no reason, so now you give up an open catch-and-shoot three for no reason. Sloppy in transition here. Okay, again, Elwood, look at all this stuff. Elwood, sprint to get back to the three-point line. Jared, sprint to get back to the three-point line. Look at how no one's neither Jared nor Elwood are sprinting to get back beneath the three-point line. So first of all, I don't know where Jared's going anyways, but even still, again, when people don't sprint to get back beneath the three-point line, now you let people for Uno get behind you, right? You can see Elwood isn't sprinting to get back beneath the three-point line. Jared isn't sprinting back to get beneath the three-point line. So now look, you've just let this player get behind you for no reason, and it's a layup. Beautiful. Great execution, great spacing. Uno's icing. Look at how Jalen's dragging this big. That opens Damien's roll. Again, only quibble. A nice pocket pass through. Again, only quibble here is that, Damien's able to power through and get an and one, but let's take a look at Elwood right here. All right, see his man is stopping in backside help. Elwood, you got to see this and freeze, right? And once you see your man stepping up all the way, see, instead of you fading to the three-point line here, right now you're right here, and now when you see Damien catch this pass and your man step up and backside help, boom, I mean, you're gone. So, again, we just have the option. Now, Damien's able to power through and get an and one. But again, if not, let's have the option for you to be wide open for a layup right here instead of you being all the way out here. But again, it's great spacing. It's really good execution. That's my only quibble. And again, what happens? Damien and one. Beautiful. Okay, so this is why. Look at Latz right here. Okay, he's got great spacing, so he's able to refuse this ball screen and just get right into the lane. But look at Elwood. Elwood, you got to be seeing it, right? You're seeing the ball. You're seeing your man right there. And your man's getting ready to step up and backside help. Elwood, you got to go. Okay, you got to cut. Because look at this. When Latz refuses this ball screen, look, you should be gone. And now Latz can just drop this to you right here, and it's a layup. Or this defender steps up, and Latz now can go to Cody here for a catch-and-shoot three. But look at Elwood. Standing here when his man is here in backside help. Okay, so now Latz, I mean, this is so textbook. You should be right here for a layup. But instead, he stands, and it ends up being a turnover. In this 2-3 zone, all sorts of trouble. First of all, I don't think Cody needs to be guarding all the way out here because he can make this pass to the middle a little bit more difficult if he's just at the three-point line. See, again, if Cody's right at the three-point line, this pass is way more difficult to make. But, okay, so Jason G, I mean, what's happening here? Either we got no one guarding the middle of the zone here, okay? I mean, either Elwood needs to check the middle of the zone, Damien can kind of come out to the wing a little bit, and Jason G can guard the paint, or Elwood stays here. And see, right now we got two people guarding the paint. Like Jason G's, get out, Jason G. Damien's guarding the paint. Elwood can stay out here. But you can see, I mean, we got two people guarding the paint, no one guarding the middle of the zone, so you just give up a wide open jumper. Bad ball screen defense here. You can't sag. Look at this. What is Jason G doing here? If you're hedging this ball screen, get up and stop this ball handler's dribble out here. Okay, look what happens when you let this ball handler get into the lane unnecessarily. Now he's so low, he's just going to be able to hit a turnaround jumper. So again, I mean, Uno's spacing here is terrible. Okay, like if you hedge this ball screen, okay, and this ball handler's dribble stopped out here, look at this. Cody can be in backside help and tag and recover. Matt can be in backside help and tag and recover, and you're fine. Okay, but you just, when you're hedging, you cannot sag like this and allow this ball handler to get into the lane like this, because by the time Jalen's able to recover, it's just too late and it's an easy jumper. Can't lean. Look at Jalen right here. You see this ball screen happening. Jalen, look at how Jalen's leaning. You cannot, until this player comes off this ball screen, then you can start going this way. Again, if you're hedging, Jason G's coming out anyways, right? So there's no need to try and cheat and get over the top early, because look what happens. Now when you start leaning, you allow this player for Uno to refuse the ball screen, right, and get into the lane. And now we're in trouble, because now that forces help, okay, and now the defense is scrambling. Now you're not able to rotate out of that scramble, and it leads to an open three. Good execution, good spacing, empty side pick and pop with Matt, draw a backside defender. Now this is a wide open Jalen 3, so it's certainly a shot that you want. You just got to knock it down, okay? You don't knock it down. But again, just look at the options here. If Jalen does come into the lane here, right to Jalen. If Jalen goes into the lane now, okay, now you're forcing this defender to step up and Jason G's open, or you're forcing this defender to step up and now it's Latz who's wide open. But again, I mean, a Jalen wide open 3 is a good shot. You just got to hit it. Look at how open this Jason G roll is if Jalen just drags this big more. Look at this. He's already picked up his dribble. Why? 2, 3 more dribbles this way. This player has to stay with you now. Now Jason G's roll is either going to be wide open and we can hit Jason G this way, or you force this backside defender to have to step up and Latz's lift is going to be wide open, right? But you got to attack more. 2, 3 dribbles. Keep this big going this way so Jason G has time to roll, and let's make this backside defender have to make a difficult decision, and let's force that backside defender to, if he's in backside help, that Latz's lift has plenty of time on the skip pass to be just a wide open catch and shoot 3. But Jalen doesn't drag the big, so now you just let this big recover back onto Jason G way too easily, and you got to reset. Great execution, good spacing. Look at this. Uno's hedging. They leave too much space. It allows Elwood to split right through. Okay, there's no defender in the gaps here, right? Now, again, so now you force backside help. We want to make sure our weak side, or everyone on the weak side is where they're supposed to be. Right, like if you're Latz here, where's Latz going? I don't know where Latz is going here. Latz, you want to be right here, so Elwood has the option to drop it to you for a layup, or you take this defender, and now Matt's wide open in the three-point line for a catch-and-shoot 3. But again, great spacing. Elwood splits through, and it just leads to a little open floater there. So I have no idea what Jason G's doing here. Elwood does a great job dropping, right? He's halfway. Okay, ball's on the ground. You're able to dig, get that dribble picked up. Why is Jason G helping here? I mean, Latz is guarding the post just fine. Jason G should be out here. His man is all the way over here. The post dig came from where it was supposed to, which was right here. But again, Jason G's just helping for absolutely no reason. So now you just open up the three-point line for absolutely no reason, and it leads to a 3. So look at all the options you have off this ball screen. Now, Uno's ball screen defense is atrocious right here. But look, so right now Elwood's going to take an open mid-range jumper and knock it down. But let's just look at all the other options you have too. Okay, if Elwood doesn't want to take that wide open mid-range jumper, look, you can just drag this big a little bit and give Jason G time to roll, force this backside defender to step up, and now we have Latz wide open, or we can force this backside defender to step up and Latz is wide open now on a cut. Okay, or if you drag this big enough and give Jason G time to roll, maybe this backside defender doesn't go all the way because he's worried about Latz. So now Jason G's roll's open for a layup. You have so many different options. And again, the wide open mid-range jumper is beautiful, but I just wanted to show all the other options you had off that ball screen. Got to keep dragging the big, Cody. Look at this right here. Can't stop, right? Hard down. Now again, spacing. Look at this. You want to wait. Right? You want to wait until Latz can get to the weak side of the floor. But either way, you still look at this. I mean, you still got to, like, even if you start the ball screen too early, you still got to go, right? Downhill off this big's hip, right? You're attacking off this big's hip. That forces this big to have to stay towards the ball, opens up Jason G's roll, and now all different types of possibilities open up. But look, when you pick up, you stop attacking, right? Now you don't drag that big. You allow the big to recover back onto Jason G, okay? And now look, now you got to end up resetting everything. Gaps in transition here, okay? Now, first of all, I don't know what Cody's doing. Why is Cody stopping here, right? I mean, your man's in the corner here. Why is, again, back to the baseline, you want to get right to about right here, right? Look how Cody's going towards the ball here instead of guarding his man in the corner. So that means he's got to, it's much more awkward for him to get out to the three-point line. But then again, we got Lats. Now Lats you're too far over here, right? Lats should be halfway, okay? And you want to stop, right? You don't have to move. You don't have to move. You just kind of jab, recover, all right? But we don't want to allow this player to be able to turn the corner here and get to the middle, all right? See, look at Lats. He's drifting too far away here. Again, he should be right about here, right? And you can just kind of jab at this and recover back out. But Cody, I don't know what Cody was doing there initially. Lats isn't in the gap, so you give up a little jumper. Transition. Look at Jalen. Sprint to get back beneath the three-point line. Okay, because we don't want to leave Matt on an island here. Look at how Matt's guarding one-on-one. Because Jalen's not sprinting to get back to the three-point line. If Jalen's sprinting to get back to the three-point line here, look, now where's Jalen? Now Jalen's right here. Okay, and you're not leaving Matt on an island here, right? You're in the gaps. There's no place to go, okay, right? But Jalen's out past the three-point line here, so now Matt's being left on an island, and you can see what happens. Look, now this player has the ability to go this way, and he can turn Matt around with a spin move there, and it leads to a layup, all because Jalen wasn't sprinting to get back beneath the three-point line. Need a cutter, okay? Empty side ball screen. Now, could Cody make this pass to Jason G? Probably. But again, you look at Matt. Let's zoom out and look at Matt's man, right? Here's Matt's man. He's going to step up and backside help here. Matt, don't fade to the three-point line. Step up here. So when Cody turns the corner here, look, you're just right here. And we can either drop this to you for a layup, and where's Lats going? Okay, look at, because you're occupying, look, this is Lats's man that he's going to occupy, okay, if Matt had cut. See, if Matt cuts, what happens here, okay? Matt's right here, and he's either wide open for a layup, or this defender's all the way in, and now Lats is going to be right here. I don't know where Lats is going. This is Lats's man that he'd be occupying. So now we have Lats wide open for a catch-and-shoot three. But when nobody cuts, you allow the defense to collapse and help from all different areas. Look, and now you got to reset the offense. Don't lean. Do not lean. Look at this. Look at Jalen right here. That doesn't take much. He's just going to lean a little bit, right? He's going to lean a little bit this way towards the screen. It's going to allow his man to refuse it and blow by him and get into the lane. Look at that. See how you can just see him leaning a little bit. See how he's leaning just a little bit. That's all it takes. Now the player for Uno is going to refuse it and blow by him and get right to the lane for a layup. You want to get Elwood out of here before you run this screen. Look at this right here. Elwood, you got to move. Okay, you're just clogging space up right here. Look at this. So Uno, looks like they're icing this, so Cody needs room to drag this defender right here, right? That second defender to open up Jason G's role. But because Elwood's standing in the corner here, we got a defender in the corner, so there's no room for Cody to drag the big here to open up Jason G's role. So you can see that he can't drag the big, so now this big can just easily recover onto Jason G, and you got to take a contested jumper, and you don't get anything. Perfect. Beautiful. Empty side ball screen, pocket pass through, backside defender steps up. Look at Damian. Damian's man is in backside help. So right here, what happens? Damian cuts, and what does that do? Occupies this defender. So now Jared's wide open. And so look, and again, Jason G is not trying to score. He's a playmaker, and now Jared's wide open, so he's able to get right into the lane for two. That's perfectly executed. Simple cross screen. Cody, you can't miss it. Look, you can't. Cody's ball watching here. Again, can't be taking your eye off your man or the ball for more than a second. Cody's not, look, he's not seeing his man is setting a cross screen right here, right? I mean, he should be, right now, you're seeing both, constantly seeing both, right? Head on a swivel. But right here, he's taking his eye off his man, so he's missing a cross screen getting set right here, right? He's got to jam this player as he comes through. So he misses that, so now look how low this player for Uno's catching it. Now you're just putting Jared in a bad spot, and it's going to lead to a two-shot foul. Just another good zone possession. Look at this. Ball's moving, right? Ball moves to the corner here. Okay, there it's in the corner. All right, quick pass right to the middle. Look at every time you got to pass, people have to shift in the zone. And it's just not going to be able to sustain itself. Look at ball's now in the middle. Okay, and look, that's just going to lead to a wide open Elwood three right here. Okay, I mean, you don't hit it, but, it's pretty good execution. okay? And you can see the openings you get when the ball just is constantly moving from the wing to the corner to the middle, back to the wing, and you get an open look. So you end up with a wide open Jalen 3. It doesn't go down, but just a couple of things about this ball screen. So Elwood, first of all, look at how Elwood's attacking, right? Attacking off this Biggs hip. That keeps this second defender at the ball. The one thing I would quibble with here is Jason G's rolling too far. Look, Jason G should be rolling as close to the ball handler as possible to make this pass easy. Look at Jason G's over here, and Elwood's all the way over here. Why isn't Jason G much closer to this ball handler? Because once we get Jason G the ball, again, look, now you can either power up over this player right here, or you take this defender with you, and Damien's wide open, or Damien occupies that defender, and now Jared's wide open. But again, I mean, Elwood turns the corner here, and this is all good execution here. I mean, you end up with a wide open 3. You just got to knock it down. I would just wish Jason G had rolled a little bit closer to Elwood to make that pass through easier. Why is Jalen stopping attacking here? Look at this. Keep going. You got space. Take this defender further away with you. And now this pass, first of all, this pass to Damien looks like it's here. And that's all we got to do is get this ball to Damien. Now Damien can come in. All right, mid-range jumper. Okay, or he's going to collapse a backside defender so Latz is open. Collapse a backside defender so Jared's open. Get this ball through. But this really isn't an easier pass if Jalen just attacks more, because as long as he's attacking, that second defender's got to stay with him. And now it's easier to hit Damien, and now we create that little 3-on-2 numbers advantage. But even still, even though, I mean, Jalen, you got to make this pass right here, right? And then now Damien's got all these options. Doesn't make the pass, and look, now it ends up being a turnover. Okay, on this press, first of all, we got guys in no man's land. All right, look at Jalen right here. Jalen, either you're doubling, so you got to come hard, right? Or you're staying here with this player here for Uno. Okay, like what's happening now is if Jared's giving him the sideline, then Jalen, again, you got to come hard. Now, again, we got guys guarding no one. Look at this. Latz and Damien. Latz, you should be cheating up a little bit right here. Okay, and then Damien, you can't be just standing here. Okay, because either Jalen, okay, is going to double, so you need to get to one pass away, or Jalen isn't doubling, and you got to be closer over here, because once the skip pass is made, look at how far Damien has to go out. I mean, Damien's just standing in no man's land, so now this skip pass gets made all the way to the corner, and now he's got to sprint to get all the way out there, and because of that, he's just going to get beat with a pump fake and blow by. It's an easy 2. Don't stop attacking. Elwood right here coming off this ball screen. Look, okay, just keep going downhill. The second defender's got to stay with you as long as you're attacking off his hip this way. And look at how open Damien's roll's going to be right here. 1, 2 more dribbles, pocket pass through, right? And now what does that do? That forces a backside defender. Now that's Latz's man. Okay, so Latz, don't be going all the way to the 3-point line, right? I mean, if Damien does what he's supposed to do, it's 1 to 2 dribbles this way, pocket pass through to Damien. Now that forces his man to step up and help. Okay? And now either we're hitting Latz here for an easy 2, or he takes this defender with him, and Jared's wide open for a catch-and-shoot 3. But look at, as soon as you stop attacking, now this second defender can retreat back onto his man, Damien, and you got to reset the offense, and you end up clanking a contested 3 and not scoring. Gambling. Can't gamble. Look at Latz right here. Okay, Uno's got the ball now, okay? So if you're Latz like this, you don't gamble and try and get a steal. Just get back, set up, get beneath the 3-point line, okay, and match up. But look at Latz. Look what he's doing here. Just get back beneath the 3-point line. This is a totally senseless gamble, and now look. Now we've given up numbers right here, okay? So instead of Latz being here, he's here. And so now you end up giving up numbers, and it's just going to end up leading to an Uno layup because Latz didn't get back beneath the 3-point line. He gambled. Just get back beneath the 3-point line. Look at L right here. Elwood, just get back beneath the 3-point line. Don't go towards the ball. Any motion that isn't just getting back towards the 3-point line's gambling. Look at this. Look at how Elwood's going towards the ball here. So now look, now instead of you just sprinting to get back to the 3-point line, okay, now you're having to backpedal, right? And when that happens, now look at this. Because you're backpedaling, now this player for Uno is going to have you twisted around. See, look, again, just get back to the three-point line, but instead you go towards the ball, so now you're backpedaling, and now this player for Uno is going to have you all twisted around, okay, and now you're going to end up getting beat and you give up a layup because you just didn't get back to the three-point line. You went towards the ball. Too much space. Look at this ball screen right here. Cannot be this much space between the screener and the ball handler, Elwood and Damian. You got to come shoulder to shoulder and come much tighter off this ball screen, right? Because you want to force this second defender to have to step up and give Damian time to roll, okay? And then we create all the options a ball screen has there. But instead, look at this. When you leave that space, now it's way too easy for this defender to fight over the top of this screen, and now this second defender never has to step up, okay? And now now Damian's roll isn't open, and then again, you got to reset everything. Empty side ball screen. All right, let's look at all the options. Cody comes off of this. Now, again, can we make this pocket pass through? Maybe. Okay, get this pass through to Jason G to freeze this backside defender. But look at how far over this backside defender is. Now, the reason that Matt does not need to be standing here, okay, is, again, because if he cuts, now look how much easier this pass is for Cody to make. Or his cut occupies this defender here, okay? And now the skip pass is still going to be there. It's just going to be to Latz, not Matt, okay? Or you loosen this backside defender and he has to go over there, and now this pass to Jason G is more available. Now, it doesn't look like Jason G rolls very hard. Let's take a look again here. Yeah, I mean, Jason G's got to be rolling way harder downhill here. Okay, he should be parallel to Cody right here. I don't know why he's so far back this way. But again, let's get some cutting going, right? Like Matt, right here. Go. Start to cut so you're right here. Or you take this defender and Latz is there. Okay, or you loosen this backside defender and now Jason G's roll is wide open, right? But, so not really great execution on the weak side. Jason G doesn't roll very hard and we don't get anything out of that ball screen. So on the press, you just absolutely cannot let him turn the corner if you trap. See, look at this. I think Jason G maybe trips a little bit, but look at right here. I mean, if you're trapping here, Jason G, you've got to close off this area right here. Cody, you close this area, because once you let him turn the corner, you're done. I mean, if he's able to turn the corner like this, forget about it. And now you can see, now you're giving up numbers, the defense scrambles, and it's an easy layup. This is terrible ball screen defense by Jason G. I mean, what is going on? You're not icing here, so you're either jamming here and going under, okay, or you're up and you're hedging, right? And you stop this ball handler's dribble out here, right? Jared, it looks like he's stepping up here in this backside help in that tag area, okay? But you cannot allow this player to turn the corner. You got to get up, and his dribble stopped out here. Cody's going to close this space up so he can't split through. But, I mean, if you're hedging and he's able to turn the corner like that, you're in a lot of trouble. And right there, it ends up being a two-shot foul. All sorts of mistakes on this possession. So let's look at Elwood right here. Elwood's already coming off this. Look at this. Relax. Look, he's already trying to come off a ball screen. Jason G isn't even set yet. Let Jason G get set. You know they're coming to hedge, okay? And then come off it. All right, can come shoulder to shoulder off of Jason G's ball screen. Okay, but even still, you still have the second defender out here. Why is Elwood already giving up his dribble right here? Again, the second defender has come out. So, again, attack off his hip, okay? Just downhill, and either this defender is going to stay here and Jason G's roll is going to be wide open, or he's going to go on to Jason G early, and now you're going to be able to get into the lane. But Elwood doesn't attack. He picks up his dribble way too early. So, okay. So, now look. Now Jalen's got it. So, right here, Jalen's getting trapped. And, again, now let's look at Elwood. Where's Elwood going? He's going away from the ball. When you see your man get trapped, come towards the ball. Look at this. He should be coming to the ball right now. You see your man's going to trap. But look where he's going. He's going away from the ball. See if Elwood is close to the ball right here and just catching this. Boom, we're in the lane and you're creating openings. But because he fades from the ball, now it's much easier for the defense to rotate. That's mistake number, what is that? That'd be mistake number 2 or number 3. Here's mistake number 4. Get this pass to Cody. It's there. Okay, Cody made a great cut, and Cody should be yelling, screaming for the ball, but this pass to Cody's got to get made. I don't know what Jason G's doing. But when Jason G doesn't hit him, look, Jason G's now getting trapped. Where's Cody going? No, Cody, step up right back to where you were. Step up to the ball. Get to one pass away. Because again, either now we can just easily pass through to you, okay, and now you can hit lats, okay, or your cut takes this defender, now we can skip past to lats. But Cody's going to look at Cody's going to going from one pass away to two passes away. Okay, so now look, now Jason G just got to kind of try and dribble out of it, and by then the defense is able to rotate, and Elwood's got to fling up a runner, and you don't get anything. Can't sag. Ball screen. Look at this. Jason G, what are you doing? You got to get up. I mean, again, it looks like you're probably hedging this right here. It's fine. Okay, you got to have, now the backside is not, no one's moving, I guess, except maybe Cody, and he really shouldn't be the tag man in this scenario. But you just can't sag. You look at, if you're Jason G, you see your man is getting ready to set a ball screen, you got to get up. And then again, we got to have a backside defender moving, right? I don't know what's going on over here. Elwood, you got to move over here, right? You got to be in that backside help area. But Jason G absolutely cannot sag. You got to be ready to hedge and have backside help right here on this Uno player's roll. But Jason G sags, so you give up an open three.